fair use, fair use, fair use. So we're gonna get jump into it right away. For those of you that heard the insanity, right? Y'all excuse Mr. Z's background and a little clicking and clacking. I don't know what's that's coming from, but it's driving me crazy. But yeah. So y'all heard for those of you who actually clicked the link, y'all gives you a second actually. My apologies, y'all. My apologies. That sound was driving me absolutely bonkers. My apologies, everyone. Um, I thought Mr. Z we gonna start on time. We gonna have a smooth transition and go. And nope. My apologies, everyone. That sound was driving me bonkers. All right, fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. For those of you who were able to brave, Lil Bill's field piece. We're gonna call it what it is. Excuse me, Lil Bill's field piece. So y'all like, share, and share, subscribe, hit the super chat. We're just gonna go to the deep end of the pool. Welcome to what is supposed to be, what is supposedly non-antagonistic black men checking other black men. I guess this is what it looks like to be called to the carpet. I guess this is what um defending black women looks like, right? If y'all want to know what many black men on the left are subject to concerning black women who say random things, and black men feel the need to check other black men in defense of black women, and you wonder why that interracial marriage rate is increasing for black men, but right, yeah. If y'all want to know what it sounds like, well, welcome to Mr. Z's channel. Right. So for those of you who don't know, I think many of us are caught up on this. Dochi, our artist who's been popping for a little while now, she really started making mainstream waves and kind of train tracks, started to get on the map, or be more visible to average hip hop consumers, we'll say. Um, Over the past year or so, she's definitely swept up on awards. Out of Florida, Tampa, if I'm not mistaken. So she up the road from me. Um, yeah. So Mr. Z's been known about her for a while. You know, some of her music is interesting to Z. Um, Good, talented artist, cool. Um, but she recently did a interview on this. It's somewhat like Hot Ones. I think it might have been Hot Ones. Which is, artists eat hot wings and they increase the spice of the hot wings. I'll say the kick of the hot wings, the heat of the hot wings as these artists speak. And I guess at the end of it, how Hot One goes, they get to plug whatever their project is or wherever they're there. And at the end, if they're able to make it all the way through. Right. So Doechii is on there and the interviewer asks her, "What's your red flag?" And Doechii says straight men. Now there's been a whole bunch of hoopla, a lot of hoopla um, on these social media streets concerning black men and black women. Once again, another time every month or so is some type of antagonism. We clock it from black men. No one clocks it from black women. It's always, well, you gotta understand. And if y'all heard Lil Bill's field piece, that's all you heard. Well, you gotta understand. I'm gonna address these things point by point. But I want y'all to hear how Lil Bill frames this. Oh, you gotta love it. You got to love it. And so y'all brace yourselves for the insanity. And so once again, y'all gives you a second. Once again, fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. And we're just gonna address this the way it needs to be addressed. And I'm sorry for torturing y'all this morning. This was not part of Z's plans. I thought I was going to be covering something else, but I did. I did check it out earlier or last night, I want to say. But one of my subs asked if I'm going to make a comment about it. And I was like, eh. But I listened to it again and it enraged me again, all over again. And I was like, you know what? I'll do you a solid and I'll cover it. So once again, fair use, fair use. And we're going to be speaking about Lil Bill and what he was saying. And so here y'all go, and we'll pause it as we go through and we'll address it. So here y'all go.
All right, so it's been a minute since I did one of these. I'm gonna try to keep it brief. But before I even begin, right? I want to preface by saying I think that one of the biggest issues with this space of ours, with so-called leftists, you feel me, spaces, is that very few people talk to straight men, talk to and about straight men, or talk about straight men to straight men in a way that's not condescending, in a way that's not accusatory, in a way that's productive. You feel me? I'm gonna just keep it a buck. There's a lot of this, and I've said this in the past, is that one of my biggest problems with the way that leftists practice their leftism these days is that don't nobody's experience matter until and unless it validates my own. Or until and unless it reflects my own. That's why I say a lot of leftists, you feel me, ain't really leftists. You understand what I'm saying? They just use leftism as a means to access whatever privilege they've been denied. You dig what I'm saying? And that's why but anyway. So again, you got a handful of folk like myself, you feel me, like Farman, like FD, you feel me, Khadija and Boy is a good one, Herbie is another good one, who, you feel me, will call y'all down on the carpet.
So let's address that first. The call y'all down on the carpet. Lil Bill, you, FD, and Foreign. This is assuming y'all have the moral high ground. This is assuming that y'all are on the right side of history. And this is where the left, the black left, particularly black men and black women, who always put the thumb on the scale for black women, no matter what they say, no matter how far they go in antagonism, if they claim some type of leftism, particularly quote unquote progressivism, when they say something reckless about black men, y'all put thumb on the scale for them. And so it's always, we're calling black men, we're not calling you out, we're calling you in. We're calling you on to the red carpet. Mr. Z is going to be using profanity this morning. I just want you to know that's why my thumbnail is what it is. That's why the title is what it is. I just want you to know Mr. Z is saying fuck that and fuck what y'all talking about. If you can't get black men to subsidize, marry, and pay for black women, then all y'all doing is making money and getting views. And shout out to y'all. To you, Lil Bill, to Foreign, to Conscious Lee, to FD Signifier, to Josh, Ed, and Alvin, Ed, and Eddie. Nothing y'all talking about means absolutely nothing in Elon Musk America if y'all can't get these women paid for or subsidized. Huh? It's that simple. I could end the stream right here, but I won't. It's that simple. And y'all tell Z he's wrong. And Elon Musk America, and Donald Trump's America, and JD Vance America, and Stephen Miller's America, right? And McMahon's America, and Jared Kushner's America. Huh? And Vivek Ramaswamy's America. Huh? If you can't get black women coupled up with someone, black man, white man, Latino, Asian, another woman, if y'all can't get them, as they're struggling, as they're recording themselves in their cars crying, as they're going homeless, as they're trying to make the van life cool, as we hear their voice cracking because they're trying to be stoic, but we know they dying inside and starving, Mr. Z is going to continue to bring y'all up and be like, well, you could have been partnered up with a black man if you was on his program. But the FD types and the little Bill types and the foreign man types help y'all to be antagonistic to black men. So you'll be all right, right? You'll be all right.
Hey, yo, hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be all right, nigga. You tough, right?
Huh? I'm going to remind them of you every single time, Lil Bill. You and FD and Consciously and Foreign, huh? And Herbie, you mentioned Herbie. Yeah. All that sound nice. I just want to emphasize and stress this. Nothing you're saying means absolutely anything if black women are struggling. Well, you got to understand. No, we don't. Well, we're calling you to the carpet. Fuck your carpet. And that is why black men are dating and marrying out more, and black women trying and they can't keep up. Uh-oh. Dear black women, have fun with your golden girl's life. Huh? Have fun with that. No? All that sound nice. Call you to the carpet. What the who died and made y'all king? Who died and made y'all king? Who said you have the moral authority to call anyone to the carpet? Huh? Dolce's gonna be okay. She's rich and famous. She might end up with one of these queer ass white dudes or Latinos or whoever the hell. She gonna be all right. The rest of black women though, oh goddamn. Huh? Call y'all to the carpet and get in that. Don't worry, y'all will hear it. Y'all think Mr. Z enraged now? Oh boy. Huh? These people really be on their high horse. And he had the nerve to preface his statement, you know, people be condescending and that. Little Bill, what you think you're doing right now? Or you think that little preface that you put out meant anything? What you think you're engaging in right now? Or you had a problem with very smart brothers so you could replace them and be what, a smidge better in your mind at least? Sounds nice. Continue.
Call y'all down on the carpet. Tell you about your head assery, and then tell you how to fix it. You understand what I'm saying?
And then tell you how to fix it. By what? Kissing black women's ass? Speaking to them like they're not like they're infallible in relationship to black men, because that's how y'all talk. You, FD, definitely foreign man. Nick Cell talk. With all these goddamn black fem cells running around the black community. Got the nerve to call black men Nick Cells. Y'all are not cowards when y'all are. I just want to be clear. It's easy to beat up on black men. The state has sanctioned that. The black community definitely sanctions that. That's the easy part, and y'all know it. Ain't nobody saying nothing about these black women, though. Huh? Continuing.
That's what I'm saying right now. Whenever I do call y'all down on the carpet, understand I'm doing something because I want y'all to be better, and I know y'all can be better. You understand what I'm saying? Because believe it or not, most of the places that y'all have been, I have been there. You dig what I'm saying? And I grew out of it, but I wasn't able to grow out of it until I confronted it and said, this is what it is. Now let's tackle this joint head on. So all of that out the way. Now I got to get into that ass, right? Now I got to get into some of y'all's behind, because some of y'all have been showing y'all's behind over the past couple days. So let's start at the beginning, right? So, and again, I'm gonna try to keep this, under 15 minutes. If I don't hold me to that. A couple days ago, Doechii, the world's greatest rapper now, according to, the core audience of, Anthony Fantano and Pitchfork.com. There's no shade to Fantano, you understand what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, it's a certain type of person that, take those outlets as gospel, right? And then turn around and make that their whole personality. So according to that audience, you feel me, Doechii is the greatest rapper alive right now. And there's no shade to her. I enjoy Doechii's music, you feel me? Matter of fact, I remember saying at one point a little while ago that I felt like she was next up. And lo and behold, I am a prophet. A prophet is without honor in his own hometown, or whatever, whatever Nostradamus said. But anyway, I digress. So Doechii has been doing the rounds, you feel me, doing the media rounds and whatever and whatnot. And they had her on a pod a couple days ago, and they were asking her about dating preferences. And she said that one of her red flags is a straight man. Now, some context is important here, because a lot of y'all may not know this, but Doechii is bisexual. She is a queer woman. You understand what I'm saying? So it makes perfect sense to me why a queer woman would want to be in the company of other queer people. And for those of y'all who, for whatever reason, don't understand why, it's because straight men, we have this problem because we do operate from, now listen, I'm not going to do the whole, black men are the white people of black people thing, because that's some old pick-me BS.
But you are going to do it. I'm not going to do it, but you are going to do it. You already started doing it. Uh-oh. I'm not going to do the black man or the white man or black people. Actually, yes, you are. You already started. Number one. Number two, black men didn't have a problem with Doechii being queer. Her statement was very simple and straightforward. The question is, what are your red flags? She said straight men, beginning, end. Huh? It was real straightforward. I know y'all think we're a bunch of, I know you think, and y'all think, we're a bunch of mouth-breathing idiots here. We don't understand subtext. Huh? We don't understand when things are being implied and suggested. Huh? Because we're a bunch of misogynistic, misogynist, colorist, futurist, texturist, hate black women, black man, right? He-man, woman haters. I know that's how we're framed. I know that's what y'all convinced yourself of. But Doechii said what she said, and everybody knew what she was saying. I would say y'all are insulting our intelligence, but y'all must not think we have much to insult. Huh? I'm not gonna do the black man or the white man or the black community. Actually, you already started. Huh? But continue.
Some old pick me BS that I'm not even, y'all should already know how I feel about, very smart brothers. Y'all should know how I feel about the root, all of that nonsense or whatever. It's a psyop to me, basically. So I ain't going that route. But there is truth to the idea that straight black men operating from a position of privilege, we do not know, and therefore many of us lack the capacity to decenter ourselves in these conversations. Y'all understand what I'm saying? We just lack.
But Doechii said straight men. The majority of black men in the black community, the vast majority of black men in the black community are straight men. Decenter black men. We've been decentering black men for decades. And how has that benefited black women, black children, black men, anyone? Y'all are the ones that let white society and weirdo black feminists sell the civil rights movement to white feminists. It's your type of ideology, Lil Bill. It's FD type of ideology. It's Kim Foster's type of ideology. Huh? And Polly Murray admitted it. So y'all can miss us with, no, that's some conspiracy theory. Uh-oh. We got proof. Call it a conspiracy theory now. Decenter. Decenter yourselves. We've been decentering black men for decades. And black women have a couple of middle management positions that Elon Musk is going to war to take away. Ooh, goddamn. And a couple of baby luxury cars, a couple of condos, and a few houses. And what else? Increasing amount of kinless black women, that's what they got. Huh? Increasing amount of homeless black women, that's what they got. Single and childless black women have the least amount of wealth in America. That's what they got. Decentering men. We gotta learn to decenter ourselves. Yeah, that sounds nice. Huh? That sound nice. Huh? Cool bumper sticker. Decenter, right? We've been decentering black men, and black women are poor as hell for it. Huh? Black children growing up in single mother households and as poor as hell for it. Decenter ourselves. Okay, yeah, that's it. Y'all can keep on going the wrong way. Okay, fine. Continuing.
Prioritize the needs and the wants and the safety, you understand what I'm saying, of folk who are not straight black men.
We've been doing that already. Lil Bill, we've been doing that. We've been doing that. That's what black men have been saying for decades. We've been doing that. We've been intersectionalizing the black community for decades, even before that term was a term. We've been doing that. What black women got to show for it? What do black LGBTQ folks got to show for it? Goddamn nothing. Some token positions in HR buildings, some DEI positions, and Elon stripping all of that away. Huh? We've been doing that. What are you talking about? Wow. Continuing. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Mr. Z about to give us blow a goddamn blood vessel. Continuing.
Folk who are not straight black men. And as a result, it creates this environment in which abuse is enabled. You feel me?
Abuse is enabled, creates an environment where abuse is enabled. Y'all hear this? Because we've been prioritizing black men, it's created an environment where abuse is enabled. Lil Bill, how about this for abuse?
If you are broke and I choose to deal with you, I will belittle you. It is what it is.
How about this for abuse?
I miss when men used to protect, provide, and shut up.
How about this for abuse?
As a man, if you don't have house core job, don't look for a woman with house core job. And for the man that complain about women that do that, look for a man that has all three and they don't have all three. We can do that. We are women. You want us. You need us. Y'all want one thing from us. And mad because we boss y'all around because you're a fucking servant. You're a provider, right? You're a protector, right? You're a security guard and you're a goddamn assistant. Know your place. Stop being contradicting. And bow down. Because I'm sick of it.
I love it. Huh? I love it. See, y'all over here antagonizing black men. Y'all gotta understand where black women are coming from and we're abusive and the way we act. And then we put the microphone in front of black women and let them talk for real. Huh? Not these little weirdo leftists that know how to play this. They know how to play the game and they know how to be on script. No, we let random black women talk. And then y'all, well, the abuse in black men and the abuse we create, how abusive we are to black women. Abusive? Black women are telling you that they put black men through things that they won't do to non-black men. Play it, Z.
If you want to date outside of your race, you need to be disciplined. When they say we're going to the gym at 5:30 in the morning, you better be up at 5 o'clock getting ready. They are not going to deal with the lack of discipline. And what we make black men put up with, they are not going to go for that. And what we make black men put up with, they are not going to go for that. What we make black men put up with, they are not going to go for that.
Abuse, right, Lil Bill? Abuse. Yeah. About that. See, that sound nice, right? Don't she? Yeah, she, media rehearsed, and she know what she doing, and she know how to speak, and she know how to press the right buttons to get all you leftists, weirdo leftists, up and uproar to defend her, right? She know what she's doing. When we let random black women talk, this is how they sound for real. Real random black women, yeah, they let you know what it is and how they view black men and who's really the abusive ones in the black community. Uh-oh. Somebody sent me the clip of a more heavy-set brown-skinned sister with the glasses when she admits that the black community is a matriarchy. BGS got it somewhere. Huh? And who really run the black community? And you want to talk about abusive. Uh-oh. Yeah, that sound nice. Huh? We have the internet, Lil Bill. We have social media, Lil Bill. I said it already. FD, foreign, Lil Bill, consciously, T1J, take all of your sociology books that told you that women are little helpless, hapless creatures that men predate on. Take them and throw them in the incinerator. Because the women are talking. Huh? As Mr. Z has said, the internet will expose us all. Women are talking. Now what? Uh-oh. What you saying sound nice, Lil Bill, but the women are talking, and it don't look good. Huh? Yikes. Lil Bill, if you think Mr. Z is cherry picking, do you know how many of these videos I could find? Huh? That sound nice. Huh? Continuing.
Abuse specifically toward black women, and even more specifically toward queer black women. You understand what I'm saying? Because their experience does not matter. And listen, you can say, oh, I love black women, I clap for black women, blah, blah. The stone cold reality is that our community, because we put such a great emphasis, you feel me, on the interests of straight black men. You dig what I'm saying? If you grew up, you
Wait a minute. Wait. He said we put such an emphasis on the interest of straight black men. What alternative universe are you living in? We gotta be in the multiverse. We're in the multiverse. What earth are we on right now? What earth are we on right now? Wait a minute. What earth are we? We put such an emphasis on the interest of straight black men? Is this a Harry Potter movie? Wait a minute. Where are we? We gotta be. This is Spider-Man multiverse. What the hell? You talking about America? Like the United States of America, the 50 states of America? You talking about here? Are you talking about the 20th and 21st century? You here? Where? Huh? How they say it? Bitch, where? Where? What planet are you on? We put such a... What? We have footage of black men and black women having these conversations in the 70s. Where black women admit, they're saying we run it. Wait a minute. BJS, I need the clip of maybe Lil Bill ain't never seen it. When a sister is saying, we got the power and y'all gonna have to take it from us because we gonna get it if the game is good. Huh? I want you to understand this is like black intelligentsia. Like Lil Bill is not he's not some out there dude. He's not all the way in the ivory towers, huh? He's not cordoned off from black people. But this is like you're kind of go between like the FDs and the Kim Foster types, and like your average black person. Lil Bill is somewhere in there. And this is how he sounds. Like, this is what's supposed to be better than very smart brothers essentially calling black men white supremacists when it comes to black women. This is what's supposed to be better. Oh, wow. This is supposed to be better, and you wonder why when you go to the family gathering, more and more of your nephews and your guy cousins, especially the young ones under the age of 30, are holding the Latina's hand, holding the white girl's hand. Huh? Y'all wonder why. This is what the black community got for y'all. This is what's supposed to be better than Dr. Umar Johnson and Steve Harvey. This is what's supposed to be, not Derek Jackson. Huh? This. Huh? Wow. All right. And continuing. Mrs. Gotta put some pep in his step. All right, continuing. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat, reckless streams, and here y'all go.
You feel me? Around all of these, black identity movements talking about, oh, we got to uplift the black man. You feel me? The Nation of Islam. If you grew up in the black church, you understand it's always been, about elevating the black man, because if we elevate the black man, then, we elevate the collective in the process. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to prioritize. We always, we got to fall on our sword for black men, right? You understand what I'm saying? We got to sort of, we got to get them a pass for some of, the head assery, for some of the shiesty stuff. You dig what I'm saying? Because if they come up, then we all come up. And don't tell me that that's not what it has been. You understand what I'm saying? Historically speaking, it's only been.
Yeah, is that why more and more black men are not going to church? Is that why we've seen a complete drop-off of black men in church, in the black church? It's because they were being prioritized, right? Yeah, that's it. Boy, y'all will look at facts and reinterpret this and tell y'all something. I want you to understand, these are like intelligent, smart, educated people. But once it come time to defend Earth Mother Goddess, Queen of Zamunda Black Woman, no matter what she says about black men or how she says it, oh, these dudes will tie themselves in the pretzels. Be like, well, you gotta understand it. We were prioritized. We were prioritized? Is that why? Wait a minute, we were prioritized. Is that why black men are not in the church like that? Like, we all talk about the LGBTQ choir director, brother. We all talk about how full the church is of black women. I guess that's an indicator that black men are so prioritized, right? Yeah, continuing.
It's only been recently, you dig what I'm saying, that there's been a pushback against that, you feel me, within community to say, no, you understand, it can't just be about men, but it's got to be about us as well. But anyway, my point is this, is that we don't know in the same way that white folks, and this is a point that I made, you feel me, on the main channel, about how what I had said was, if Doechii had said, if she hadn't said straight men, if she had said white men, that white men are a red flag to me, not only would you niggas have known exactly what she was trying to say, but y'all would have applauded it. You feel me? You would have stood up and you would have gave her a round of applause. But because, you feel me, she talked about your identity and you took that as an attack, you reacted. And
Wait, so you're saying I'm not gonna take reacted. You're saying black men responded to an attack? You're saying black men saw it as an attack because it was an attack, and black men responded to the attack. I'm not even gonna let you frame it the way you're trying to frame it. Frame it correctly. Black men saw an attack from a rich, famous black woman as an attack from a rich, famous black woman, and black men responded, not reacted, responded accordingly. Yeah. Wow. Black men, don't believe your lying eyes. The problem is you're so sexist that you see an attack as an attack from a black woman. That's the problem. When black women are attacking you, you're supposed to sit there and take it. The problem is that you see a black woman attacking you, a rich, famous, dark-skinned black woman. You see her as you see her attack as an attack, and that's the problem. You're misinterpreting the attack as an attack. Yeah. Huh? And another black man leaves the black community and dates a Latina. Huh? Yeah. And another black man decides to be SYSBM. And another black man decides to go monk mode. Huh? And another black man gets his passport. Yikes. Huh? Continuing.
Instead of ruminating on it. You understand? Instead of thinking on it and thinking, well, why did she say what she said? And if you don't know why she said what she said, I'll tell you, nigga. I'll tell you why she said what she said. It's because we all have. And don't tell me that we don't. And this leads me into the next point, because the next day, court documents came out. You understand what I'm saying? In the ongoing P. Diddler case, right? And a couple of folks, this was originally a football channel before I got bored and decided to do other stuff with it. So I'm assuming that most of the folk that's watching this know who OBJ is, know who Odell Beckham Jr. is. Well, he, along with Drewski, have been implicated in these documents. You understand what I'm saying? In this case against the P. Diddler, right? And instantly, the first thing that I saw, and I don't even know, because I don't even got Twitter no more, but I saw a tweet, you feel me, online. I guess it was on one of those off sites, and they had screenshotted the tweet. But the tweet had said, you know, it's frightening to me how so many people are just hopping onto this Drewski and OBJ mess without having a source to confirm it. Bitch, what do you think the court documents were? You understand? Listen, it'd be one thing if it were a civil suit, right? But this is the Southern District of New York, nigga. The Southern.
Let's pause right there. So, Lil Bill, you try to bury black men like white racists do with what Diddy's doing? Isn't that exactly what white racists do? Look, one of you Negroes stepped out of line, so all you Negroes like this. So you're one big Negroing black men? You know, like the white racist folks do? You're doing that in defense of black women? I said it, let me say it again. White society and you weirdo brothers use the defense of black women and the upliftment of black women to benign neglect, antagonize, be mean, be dismissive, be insulting, be antagonistic to black men, namely straight black men. Literally, that is exactly what you are doing right now. You are engaging in that behavior right now, Lil Bill. Literally, that's what you're doing. You're one big Negroing black men because of what? Diddy and Odell Beckham and Drewski? What, in the defense of black women? You're literally engaging in that right now. The same exact thing racist white folks do. You're literally doing that right now. Wow. And you're supposed to be better than very smart brothers? Wow. This is what not being like very smart brothers is? This is supposed to be a departure? Huh? Wow. Huh? So we're one big Negroing black men because Doechii was needlessly antagonistic to black men. So we just gonna bring Diddy out of nowhere, out of mothballs. Dude is already in prison, in jail right now. And because a couple of black men got caught up in it, look at what black men do with power. What do black women do with power? Anybody want to mention Lizzo in them? Ooh. Uh-oh. Anybody want to mention Remy Ma in them? Oh. It's the way black men respect the way when black men have power. Look at Diddy. Look at Odell Beckham. Look at Drewski. And a bunch of black, and he gonna address it. A bunch of black women enjoyed being next to them. Y'all think he's moonwalking now and dancing? Y'all haven't seen Lil Bill dance yet. Watch this.
Government. That means the Federal Bureau of Investigation. This is who is saying this. And listen, I'm trying to tell you, when the federal government, there's a reason why the federal government has a 99-point-something rate of conviction. And that's because when the feds bring charges against you, nigga, you going down. You feel me? One way or another, you're going to listen. You're going to cop a plea. You're going to, one way or another. Because the feds, listen, when the feds open a case on you, and once the feds get done and they say we got enough to bring this to trial, what that means is they went and they talked to everybody. That means that they had wiretaps. They got videotape, nigga. They got all of your text messages going back to the first iPhone 4 that you got on your parents' plan. You feel me? That means they went all the way back to your third grade social studies teacher and got every bit of dirt that they got on you. You understand? Went and they found out about how you snuck a kiss from your first crush, or about that little girl whose butt you grabbed in 5th grade. They got all the dirt on you. You understand what I'm saying? But that just goes to show, that proves her point right there. You understand what I'm saying? That we got court documents that implicate these niggas, and the first reaction that a lot of y'all had was, oh, well, I gotta wait for a lawyer to make this make sense to me. Oh, well, I gotta hear a little bit more. And then you wonder why, you feel me, the women folk don't want to mess with us.
Lil Bill, the women folk don't have to. Did you not hear what black men are saying? It's okay if the black women folks don't want to mess with black men. Did you not hear what brothers are telling these non-black men?
Mario, Jorge, Cartwright, Shang Tsung, we got a thrift store of leftover bitches. They're leftover because apparently it ain't enough niggas is worth a damn. Whatever. Point is, they left over. We need you to come pick them up. No instruction manual. Figure it out. Sprinkle some white ice on it. Maybe, I've heard the white ice is colder. Sprinkle some white ice on it. It goes with everything. If you come within the next 24 hours, we'll give you a complimentary book on how to date black women for white men. That's a $4 value.
Huh? And Ishmael says exactly. Foxy Brown, Meg Thee Stallion, Lizzo, Naomi Campbell, Remy Ma, some of these women are accused or actually spent time not for abusing black men, but abusing black women. Huh? What are y'all talking about? Keep playing this game where the women folk won't mess with us. Hey, that's okay, Lil Bill. That's okay. The women folk cannot mess with black men. That's cool. Black men have a higher interracial marriage rate. Huh? And there you go. Black women are having interracial sex with these non-black dudes. They can't secure the ring though. While the women folk are not messing with us. Yeah. And that's helping them a lot, ain't it? Yeah, that's it. Huh? And continuing.
With us. because we don't know how to prioritize their interests. We don't know how to decenter ourselves and to say, all right, I'm gonna shut up because this ain't about me. Because nigga, it ain't about you. It's about them, and it's about their safety. And to go a step further, you understand? And listen, I don't want to hear about, oh, well, you know, the women did it too, the women blah, 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 the way, because why do you think they do? You feel me? Why do you think that, you feel me, you got women that's still, you know, going to Chris Brown concerts and going to Trey Songz concerts and all of that and whatever and whatnot? Why do you think they do that? Because the community.
This is when he's going to start dancing. First, we don't know how to deprioritize black men and center black women, because we haven't been doing that for decades. You got to love it. You have to love it. Huh? You got to love it. You got to love it. Ooh, you got to love it. Huh? Black men, we're so used to essentially being centered that, let me see, black men, their grievances come from their sexism. That's why they're dating out. Because, Lil Bill, if we follow your logic, black men are prioritizing the black community, right? Black men are centered in the black community, right? In churches and popular mainstream media and black pop culture, black men are centered. That's why an increasing amount of black men are dating and marrying out. Because they are so centered in the black community. Yeah. We prioritize black men so much in the black community. Huh? Yeah, about that. We prioritize black men so much. Black men are so lauded in the black community. That's why when they have these speed dating events and these matchmaking events and these mixers, it's wall-to-wall women, black women, and a handful of black men. And I got your message, Black Maru. I'm gonna cover it. It's wall-to-wall black men, because black men know if they go to these speed dating events, black women are going to be falling all over them, because we center black men, don't you know? We prioritize black men. It's wall-to-wall black men when you go to these speed dating events, these mixer events. It's wall-to-wall black men. Okay, fine. Let's not talk about romanticism and intimacy, right? When we go to anything, social justice, anything, marches, it's nothing but black men, wall-to-wall. Because black men know when they're at these events, their issues are going to be prioritized. Huh? That's why BLM's memo said to not prioritize black men and to center LGBTQ folks and women and everybody but straight black men. That's why that memo said that. And when everybody started getting wind of it, they scrapped it. We got it still. Oops. Huh? Ooh, you gotta love it. Boy, y'all will reframe this. Mr. Z doesn't want the racists to be rewriting the history books, but y'all better don't get a hold of it neither. Y'all get a hold of the history books, and black men, straight black men, will be the Nazis. Huh? Continuing.
Has taught them that their interest is not a priority. You understand what I'm saying? They have internalized misogyny because of the culture, because of the environment that they grew up in. The same way that a lot of niggas, the same way that, because y'all love to talk about, Steve Harvey. Y'all love to talk about Thomas Sowell. Y'all love to talk about all of these, y'all love to talk about Stephen A. Smith. Y'all love to talk about all of these respectability niggas and their internalized anti-blackness. Well, where does that come from? The society that they grew up in taught them, you understand what I'm saying, that blackness is bad unless and until it is compliant with the proclivities, well, unless it is compliant with the sensibilities, rather, of white supremacy, of whiteness. And so you got a lot of women that's running around with internalized misogyny because the culture, the community that they grew up in, it told them that their form of feminine, it does not matter Femininity, the female experience, a woman's experience does not matter unless and until it is compliant with what men say that it is.
No, sir. Not what men say that it is, what white men say that it is. Huh? Internalized misogyny? Is it internalized misogyny or is it self-interest? Huh? It's internalized misogyny, right? Let a PhD in demography and sociology let you know what it is.
In a very brief generalization, there's a lot of detail in the book, but I'm going to give you a quick summary of what those findings were of how people interacted with each other. So what we found is that race is the deal breaker of all characteristics. It operates more strongly than education, physical characteristics. It is the deal breaker. And, you know, one of the things that we often found, which I thought was interesting in interviewing, especially many of the white men, is this aggrieved feeling that they were disadvantaged in online dating and that they were being ignored. And yet in our quantitative analysis, we find that white men are the most desired of all men. And this has been shown in many other platforms too. So this is not specific to the platform that we're looking at. Our quantitative analysis showed that almost all women all women of all races and almost all gay men, actually black men did not show this, that their preference was strongest for white men. Now this preference for white men was statistically significant for other races, but especially strong for white women. But I found it really interesting that you know, women and gay men of other races would respond first to white men and only secondly to men of their same race. So on the other hand, when it comes to preferences for women, so if we look at the ways in which straight men and lesbians, who their preferences are, who they interact with, etc., we found that unlike for men, whiteness was not the defining characteristic per se, but the defining pattern was for same race preferences, so contacting others of the same race. Men of all race and lesbians of color do not seem to have a first preference for white women, but their same ethnic group. And unlike straight women and gay men, they're also more open to people from all racial groups, and this is really important, except black daters. So we document a persistent and specific anti-blackness that operates among the sexual preferences of white, Asian, Hispanic, multiracial, straight men, and gay women. You know, we have lots of theories based on our interviews for why this may be, but basically, in terms of why is it that white masculinity is so highly valued, more so than say white femininity, because we assumed that if given racial hierarchies and norms around hegemonic beauty, that white femininity would also be highly valued. But what we find is that, you know, white femininity does not carry the same kind of appeal across all groups, in large part due to patriarchy and gender norms, right? So the association with white masculinity is not just associated with sexual allure, but it also symbolizes economic and cultural power in a way that femininity generally does not, right? And, you know, in our interviews, while there is plenty of resistance to this among individuals, we also see that this sort of valorization of white masculinity is really something that's been internalized and reproduced by marginalized groups as well. So, you know, that's a sobering finding.
Right. So
Yeah, Lil Bill, the women are invested in white male patriarchy and the performance of it. Translation, the women don't want to do the heavy lifting. And if they can find a man to do it, they'll do it. You could call it internalized misogyny and internalized misogyny, or no, the women said, that's a man's job. I don't want to do it. The man better make more than me. How blatant does a woman have to be? Does a black woman have to be for us to call it self-interest? She's doing what she feels is in her self-interest. And that means if getting with Diddy, knowing Diddy doing something strange for some change with women and maybe men, then so be it. I'll be quiet because I want the lifestyle. Ain't that right, Young Miami? Ooh, goddamn, Z, you said that out loud. Oops, allegedly. Huh? When is it that a woman says, you know what, I could be with another man. I have the money, I have the status, but I don't want to. I want to be with him. How blatant does it have to be? It's internalized misogyny. When is it? No. Self-interest. This is what I want to do because I want to do it. Huh? I don't want to be with a man. I want to be with the man. When women say that type of thing, shout out to Ebony K. Williams. When women say that type of thing, I want to be in the room with the man that when he walks in the room, he is the man. When women say that type of thing, by the way, Ebony K. Williams said that to Torre in her interview with Torre. If y'all think Mr. Z just taking that out of nowhere. When women say that type of thing, we just gonna pretend like they didn't say it? When women stand in line to be with the tyrant, they could be with a whole bunch of dudes, even other dudes that have a little bit less power, maybe a little less money. No, women are like, nah, I want to be with the king. I don't want to be with a lord. I definitely ain't going to be with a serf. If I can't be with the king, I don't want anyone. When women say that, when black women say that, y'all put your fingers in your ears. Da, 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 da. I didn't hear her. Didn't hear that. Huh? Yikes. And Party says, why do they throw away the fact that black women always had a voice and consideration within our ranks? Because it doesn't fit the narrative. It doesn't fit the narrative of the overbearing, tyrannical black man. Huh? The oppressive black man, straight black man. It doesn't fit the narrative. It doesn't fit the narrative to say, you know, black men are pretty goddamn egalitarian. It doesn't fit the narrative. It doesn't fit the narrative to say, you know, black men are pretty goddamn fair. It doesn't fit the narrative to say the black community is ran by its women, and that is much of the reason why black men with some money get the hell away from them. Ooh, goddamn. It doesn't fit the narrative. To admit the black community is a matriarchy if you're trying to be kind, the gynocracy if you're trying to be accurate. And that's much of the reason why black men of note said, yeah, about that. No, I'm out of here. It doesn't fit the narrative. Huh? Yikes. To answer your question, it does not fit the narrative. Right? And y'all give me a second. Oh, actually, speaking about being in your self-interest and how and yes, this is a white woman, black women, many of them think like this too. How anti-patriarchy are women for real? That includes black women, although this video is going to be of a white woman. So, yeah. But how anti-patriarchal are women truly?
In honor of me graduating college this week, I was like, you know what? We're going to rip the Band-Aid off. We're going to check our student loan debt. And I, kind of at a ballpark range, like I knew how much I owed, not down to like the exact dollar amount. I'm the type of person who gets nervous to check their bank account after a weekend out. So I took a look. I took a hard gander at exactly how much money I owe. I'm going to die with it. Like I can confidently say there wasn't even like a panic. It was just like my heart sank to my ass. I'm going to die with it. Like I don't know any way I'm going to be able to pay that off, other than selling my organs on the black market. This is why I don't understand why people shit on sugar babies, because like I could get this all paid off tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, but you know what I mean, like within the year. If I just found a rich man and everyone's like, patriarchy, don't work for them. Ask not what you can do for the patriarchy, but what the patriarchy can do for you. If it benefits me, then maybe it's not the patriarchy, maybe it's just a helping hand.
Maybe it's just a helping hand. That's what the young lady said. If it benefits me, maybe it's not the patriarchy, maybe it's a helping hand. Y'all don't know what to do with this, do y'all? So y'all wait until a Dochi or someone like that says essentially what she said, and then use that to forward your agenda. Y'all don't really know what to do with these women that are saying stuff like this, black women included. Do y'all? Y'all ever notice how much they duck and dodge these things? Even Kim Foster made a blink and you'll miss it comment about how insane black women sound on those Pop the Balloon shows. And she's like, but you know, huh? Y'all don't really know what to do with that. Those are everyday women. Those are everyday black women. And yes, this clip that I played was of a white woman. You think black women don't think like that too? Huh? See, y'all in y'all little weird leftist liberal bubbles, maybe progressive, but not really, bubbles. And so you think those women represent the masses of women, or you could get the masses of women to go along with it. They won't. So Doshi could use this as a way to antagonize, but when you gotta understand she's queer, nobody cared about her queerness. But whenever these Janelle Monáe Doechii types poke black men in the eye with their finger, you gotta understand your eye was in the way. And she deserved it. I mean, black men, you gotta understand your eye was in the way. And okay, maybe your eye wasn't in the way, but you know, you should have been blinking. You should have had your eyes closed. It's your fault. Huh? Every single time. There's always some black woman, some black man who descends from on high to tell black men, but you know, black men, you gotta understand. You're a sexist, misogynistic, misogynist monster. So it's okay if black women speak crazy about you. As a matter of fact, they're not even speaking crazy about you. It's you who, because of your sexist ears, you're interpreting it wrong. The misogynistic, misogynist ears, you're interpreting it wrong. It's not them. It's you. Don't you know? Don't you get it? But continuing.
That they don't give a F about my safety, why should I? I'm going to listen to what I want to listen to. He ain't, you feel me? He ain't abusing me. He ain't choking me. You feel me? He ain't raping me. So what do I care? You understand what I'm saying? Again, that's a product of the environment that they come from, because we all got that one. We all got somebody. We all know somebody. You might even have a home.
I don't know what happened. We had tech. And we're back, y'all. Reckless streams. We're back. So I'm gonna run that back. I'm gonna try to be as quiet as humanly possible for the parts that I already covered. And we'll you know make our way through, and the parts that I didn't cover, I guess we'll pause there and we'll cover it. I'll read you guys super chats. We had a stay in execution, reckless streams, reckless streams, tax and effect, and it's pretty goddamn reckless. So we'll get to it and we'll play this. Shout out to Little Bill, brother. This ain't it. Ooh, this ain't it. Oh, this ain't it. I mean every bit of the easy either. Huh? This ain't it. And here y'all go. We got to run it back. My apologies, everybody. The technical difficulties. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. And we'll get where we ended out. And we'll go with, like I said, I'll read you guys super chats. We'll continue, but we got a bit of stay execution for a while. So
yeah, listen, I got plenty of them. You got a homeboy who you stopped hanging around because of some sideways stuff that he said about women. You understand what I'm saying? We've all heard it in the barbershop. We've all heard it in the locker rooms. And how often have we?
Oh, wait a minute. Went back to what it was. Okay, well, that's great. That is super great. That is super duper great. Okay, all right. I guess we'll go. First, pause. Wait, stop. Wait a minute. Barbershop. Hey, boy, they pulling anecdotes out of everywhere. Huh? You remember your sexist friends in the barbershop. The way black men speak in the barbershop. Negro. You keep on saying nigga. All right. Do you really want to have a conversation about how black women speak in the hair salon? Do you really want to have a to play top trumps? We could play top trumps. If y'all want to play top trumps, huh? If y'all want to play big bank, take little bank, Mr. Z gonna get out. If that's the game y'all want to play, we can play that. Do you really want to have a conversation about how women speak in hair salons? Oh, I forgot. It's okay that they speak that way because black men do it. They just respond, they just react. Huh? I gotta get that Kevin Gates clip. It's okay when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Exactly. Huh? Yikes. KMS, I see you with the big on 200. I'm gonna address it in a minute. We won't get to it. I'm gonna read some you guys super chats, but let's try to make our way through before Mr. Z has a goddamn aneurysm over here. Here we go.
In the locker rooms. And how often have we heard these conversations and they've gone unchecked? Listen, I promise you, every woman that you know, black women especially, have a story about being in a situation where they felt like they were at risk of harm. You understand what I'm saying? I promise you, you have somebody, whether it's an auntie, whether it's a homegirl, whether it's a cousin, whether it's your own mama, nigga, that if you actually sat down and you asked them and you talked to them, they'll tell you about a time where they wound up having sex with a man because they felt like they would be in danger otherwise. Where they felt like, or they knew for a fact that I'm not going to leave this room. I'm not going to leave this dorm room. I'm not going to leave this apartment. You feel me? He's not going to let me leave until and unless I give him what he wants. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And that's normalized. It's normalized. This,
Bruh, are you trying to Brett Kavanaugh us? By the way, this is that great culture stuff that black women and women writ large, white women, be going on about. Great culture type thing. Over every corner is some man preying on you and he's trying to jump on you and take it forcefully. Bro, are you trying to Brett Kavanaugh us right now? Mr. Z's older and younger sister, they don't have them type of stories. Uh-oh. I got a couple of girl cousins. Every black woman, every woman? Huh? Uh-oh. Boy, y'all reaching. Ooh, y'all reaching. Mr. Fantastic reaching. Inspector Gadget reaching. Ooh, y'all reaching. You have to understand what Dochi was saying. Yes, we're sexist and we're misogynistic and misogynorous and we're colorist and we're featurist and you got to understand that we got to decenter black men. Huh? Wow. And Drake West says, Birth of a Nation, the black version. Look, these people, the color purpling of the black community, there's a reason why Kevin said it. He didn't just pull that out of nowhere. There is a reason why Kevin Samuels said that, and it's fitting. The Waiting to Excel, the Four Color Girls, the No Scrubs, the He Wasn't Man Enough for Me, Just Be a Man About It, Can You Pay My Bills? Huh? This is some weird stuff. The color purpling of the black community. Wow. Dude is reaching. Dochi said what she said, Lil Bill. She said what she said and she meant it. Huh? Black women get to be all type of antagonistic, mean, rude, snarky, sassy, and black men are just supposed to eat it. Well, look at that increasing interracial marriage rate for black men. Huh? Look, black men ain't going to mixers. Black men are not going to speed dating events. Black men are not going to matchmaking events. Black women are making note of it, by the way. So miss me with the black women are okay. That isn't that what FD said on the second conversation? They're gonna be all right. They're all right. Huh? Black women are gonna be all right. Okay, I hope so. Huh?
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Huh? Because black women are infallible in relationship to black men. Black women are infallible. Huh? I want you to understand this is what passes for like leftist critique of black male behavior in black bread tube. In cornbread tube, this is common. As a matter of fact, Lil Bill isn't even the worst. Ask Better You if you doubt me. Ask Afro National if you doubt me. Ask Guy Incognito if you doubt me. Ask Leon if you doubt me. Ask AB Media if you doubt me. Lil Bill isn't even the worst. Huh? Wow. And he reaching. Barbershop talk. Brother, have you been in a hair salon with black women? Wow. Yikes. You see what I'm saying? And Black Guru says, I feel like most black women should shut the hell up. So when will my feelings be supported? Never. You toxic black man, you. Toxic masculinity. Meanwhile, this man been married for like 30 years and got 2 daughters, but I'm just saying. 2 successful daughters, but yeah, that's besides the point. Okay, yeah, that's it. You toxic man, you. Lifting your whole family up on your shoulders. Toxic man, you. 2 successful daughters, but yeah, you're a toxic man, you're a toxic black man. Yeah, that's it. 3 decades of marriage, but you're a toxic black man. Because you're a black man. Huh? Your feelings will never be validated, sir. Man. Continuing.
Why we got Bill Cosby? This is the reason. Listen, later for Bill Cosby and Drewski and all of that, whatever. I'm talking about the niggas whose names are never going to come up, you feel me, in the newspaper. I'm talking.
And there we go. For those of y'all that thought Mr. Z was reaching. You see how that worked? Well, don't you see this thing? But look at Diddy, and look at Drewski, and look at Odell Beckham, and Bill Cosby. Oh, there we go. As Mr. Z said, one big Negro. Huh? There we go. You see how he did that? So Doechii is justified in what she's saying because of Diddy, Drewski, Cosby, and Odell Beckham. Yeah. Huh? This is where y'all going with it. Lil Bill, you preface your statement by essentially saying you're not going to do the very smart brother thing. What do you think you're doing then? What exactly would you say you do here? Huh? Wow. You said you weren't going to do the Odell Beckham thing. I'm sorry, not Odell. Mr. Z said Odell, excuse me. You said you weren't going to do the very smart brother thing. But what do you think you're doing then? What would you call this? Oh, I forgot. You said calling to the carpet. As if someone bestowed you and FD and foreign. Oh, I forgot. You know what? Because the black community is backwards. Y'all did get bestowed with the moral authority over black men from black women. As if we give a fuck about what you or they are talking about. Black women gonna be okay. They're gonna be okay. In JD Vance's America, in Donald Trump's America. Shout out to y'all for trying to get black men in line. How about not? I see what y'all doing. Mr. Z sees exactly what y'all are doing. Y'all know black women are about to be freezing out here, huh? Y'all trying to get us back in line, huh? Huh? Somebody play I want to say Jay-Z. Somebody play Juvenile's Song, please. Y'all trying to get us back in line, huh? To save black women from freezing, huh? We're supposed to bow to black women, huh? Yeah, no. And y'all can't use Dochi to do it. Nobody give a fuck about what y'all talking about. The days of being up on black men because black men thought that they had nowhere to go is over. Tell black women to go get it from whatever queer folks, shout out to Dochi, go get it from white men, go get it from any non-black man, or go get it from another woman. Shout out to the Rose Toys. Huh? Black women gonna be okay. They're gonna be all right. Black women could do their same-sex loving thing. Dochi is giving them green light for that. Queer, right? Black women are gonna be okay.
Hey, yo, hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be aight, nigga. You tough, right?
Thank you, Ishmael. Date out and shut the fuck up. Y'all got Mr. Z cursing up a storm in this morning. Lil Bill, we don't give a fuck about what you talking about. We need to decenter black men. We've been doing that. Black men are used to being what? Emphasized? Are you? What drugs are y'all on? What drug? No wonder y'all. This is all y'all do. Y'all so dismissive of black men, so antagonistic and mean to black men. I want to stress this. I want to say this. I said this earlier in the stream. Nothing you're saying matters, Lil Bill. Nothing. FD, what is about to hit 1 million if he didn't already hit 1 million subscribers. You are what, 100, a couple hundred. You got 2 channels. Ford is doing numbers. Nothing, y'all. Let me be very clear to all of you. Nothing y'all talking about fucking matters if you can't get black men to pay for black women. It's that simple. If you can't get black women coupled up with somebody, then be prepared to see them in their parents' homes until their parent passes away and they can't afford the house and they lose the house and they're homeless. Prepared to see them do the Golden Girls thing and then start fighting each other for the cereal in these homes in the future. Huh? Let's be very clear. Nothing y'all are saying matters if someone isn't paying for black women. And there you go. And now what? Single childless black women have the least amount of wealth in America. Huh? And as we found out from Media Man, last quarter, black men earned more than what? Was it white women too? Black men earned more than white women, Latino men, black women, Latinas. Uh-oh. And as Elon slashes jobs, namely government jobs, but jobs, how much worse is it going to get for black people writ large? Let's be very clear, but black women specifically. Huh? Yikes. Uh-oh. So, Mr. Z, see what y'all doing? Okay, for argument's sake, maybe Mr. Z put on his tinfoil hat, his tinfoil kufi, his tinfoil do-rag a little too snug, and that's not what's going on here. That's not what Lil Bill and the like and his ilk are engaging in. They know black women are about to be starving, and so they're trying to shame black men back into the picture to subsidize these women. Maybe Mr. Z's reading way too much into this. Maybe it's not that. Mr. Z still right. For your sake, that better be what y'all were trying to do. Ooh, goddamn, Z. Huh? Calling black men to the carpet. Black men not subsidizing these mean, snarky, rude women. These entitled women. They better get it from the white dude. Not these assholes. Absolutely not. Continuing.
Know that's hanging around, lurking around here. You understand what I'm saying? And for as brazy, and this is part of the reason why I can't stand social media. As brazy as some folk talk about, oh yeah, you know, well, I would split that nigga's wig, you feel me? Oh, well, you know, we gonna string them up, we gonna this, that, and the third, we gonna whatever, and blah, 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 and this, that, and all these other kinds of things. Well, why they still walking around then? Most of you niggas ain't built like that.
What type of caricatures are y'all talking? What are y'all talking about? Lil Bill, what are you talking about? What type? Y'all don't watch way too many hood movies. And I know Lil Bill is not from the, you know, from some super nice area or whatever, according to him. Like, I don't believe him. What type of black men are y'all talking to? It's like you're listening to black people do like the worst exaggeration and over the top reenactment of other black people to black people and white people. What type of character did you just describe? This is a caricature of a black man. Hey, this is what I'm playing it for y'all so y'all can hear it for yourselves. So y'all can hear it for yourselves. Continuing.
Most of you niggas ain't built like that. Most of you niggas ain't prepared.
Yawn.
You feel me? To hold somebody accountable for doing some shiesty stuff. Because most of you niggas won't. Y'all talk so much about what you would do if somebody
hold somebody accountable for doing shiesty stuff. Okay. Once again, here we are with the black feminist speak. Lil Bill, do you understand what you're actually saying, and do you appreciate where it comes from? This is that weirdo black feminist talk that black men who date out should be tar and feathered and deleted. This, I want you to appreciate, like, this is where this originates from. That you are supposed to be the worker bee, the drone bee, who's willing to get yourself deleted in honor and defense of black women's feelings. Whether someone actually violated her or not, that's not what it's about, really, though. If black women feel slighted, if a black woman feels slighted, you're supposed to be sent off on a send-off mission for her hurt feelings and get yourself deleted, like the brother that went to go defend that weirdo black woman who was cheating on her husband with that football player. A retired football player. Huh? Defend. Okay, fine. Let's go to the example. What was the average black man supposed to do with Diddy, except get himself deleted? What was the average black man supposed to do with Bill Cosby? Bill Cosby supposedly got the tape pull from D.L. Hughley's interview. And the average black man was supposed to do what with that? What is the average black man supposed to do with Odell Beckham, a football player? Huh? Yeah. Allegedly, Matthew Knowles couldn't even do anything with R. Kelly. That's why he made sure the girls would never buy him. Because if something would have happened, it's over. It didn't just happen, and that's it. Unless he gonna delete him and go to prison about it. Allegedly. So if those men couldn't do anything with those men, the average black man is supposed to do what? Except get himself deleted. Huh? Do y'all even hear how y'all sound? This is whimsical. This is y'all can't be real. This is not real. This is not a real conversation. This is whimsical. This is some TV stuff. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Continuing.
Much about what you would do if somebody did something to your family, but you won't even check niggas when they in the barbershop talking sideways. You won't even check niggas when they in the locker room. You too scared. You too big.
Talking sideways about what? About who? Wait, when men are talking about their body count and how much they smash, were we supposed to check them for that? When the women are giving the vagina? Let me get this right. Men, black men, who's not getting the vagina, are supposed to check the black men or who getting the vagina and say, "Oh yeah, I smash her," or "Yeah, I smash her," or "Yeah, I smash her too," and I smash her. And the men who those women are overlooking are supposed to check the men that's getting it in the locker room or the barbershop. So the men that the black women have labeled losers, that's why they're not getting the vagina, are supposed to check the men who are getting the vagina from black women. How is that supposed to work exactly? Stop bragging about smashing the women that I wish I was smashing. What? Huh? Stop talking about how she was giving you that Gok 3000, even though I didn't get it. So when two quote unquote alphas are comparing notes, oh yeah, you the smasher? Oh me too. Oh yeah, I didn't have this sister. Oh you had that sister. Oh yeah, I don't need it. But the guys that are not in the conversation because they don't really got a body count, they're supposed to check those guys and look like the losers that the men that's getting everything think they are anyway. Because we know how that conversation gonna go. Shut up, nigga, you ain't getting no pussy. And they're probably right. So we're supposed to defend the women who are giving the pussy to the men who's getting the pussy from the men who's getting the pussy. What? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Even what's the super thick comedian sister to what is her name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Thicker than a sticker, just dumb, stupid, like yeah. Some would call her fat. I get it, but still, what is her? Y'all know the comedian I'm talking about. One of her most recent, or at least I saw recently clips, is she just straight up said on one of her set. Takara, yes, Takara. Thank you, Vince. Takara. You know exactly what I'm talking about. She just said on one of her sets that essentially men or a handful of men are having all the sex. She just said that, or at least Mr. Z just saw it. So you want black men to defend black women from the black men that are getting the pussy and then bragging about it? Do you hear yourself? So the black men that are quote unquote talking greasy, the black men that aren't getting the black men that are married, so hopefully you still just with your wife, and the black men that's not getting any, because those are the only ones that's going to say something, are supposed to defend the black women from the black men. And assuming the black women aren't there, black men are supposed to stop the black men that are bragging about it from bragging about it, even though the women are giving it up willingly, enthusiastically. What are y'all talking about? What greasy? When you say greasy, what do you mean? Grape culture? That's not condoned in the barbershop, and you know it, so stop it. Cut it out. So when you say greasy, what do you mean greasy? A LGBTQ brother walking the barbershop? What do you mean? The barber cut his hair and take the money just like anybody else. What do you mean greasy? Because last time we checked, okay, fine, let's go back. Doechii said straight men. The question was, what's red flags to you? Doechii says straight men. The majority of black women, they're agreeing with Doechii because she's antagonizing black men, but they're not going along with that. And you know it, and FD know it. And even Olay said that to Quaytan and Herbie, which they already know it. Everybody act dumb when black women misbehave. Or when black women don't go with the script. Women writ large, black women specifically, are not signing up for no bi dudes, and we all know it. And it has nothing, because the way they've been socialized and indoctrinated, they're not signing up for no bi men, especially a bottom. Not because the way they've been indoctrinated, it's because of the way she sees her femininity. I'm not bending over for some man that bends over. That's what she's thinking. So let me get this right. Doechii's okay with dating bi because she's bi. Cool. You will, let me put it out here. Uzi, you about to say it. You'll be hard pressed to find other bisexual black women who are willing to date bisexual black men. And bisexual black men are saying that. The fuck are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? And quote unquote bringing black men or calling black men to the carpet in defense of weirdo black women has made it has made a lot of intellectual educated black people seem like fools, whether that's black men or black women. Y'all benign neglect of black men and boys, y'all antagonism of black men and boys, and defense of and advocation, that's not a real word, and advocating for black women and girls has made fools of you. It's too easy. Huh? Wow. Continuing.
Say, yo, you need to chill out with that. You need to, stop all of that crazy talk. You understand what I'm saying? You too bitch made to do that.
What's crazy talk? Stop with all of that. What? That's why Mr. Z went to what he did. You talking about brothers bragging about who they having sex with and how many bodies they got. The women are giving the pussy to them niggas. Look at who's having kids in the black community. The men that are having kids in the black community, if they're not married, they often have multiple kids from multiple women because the women don't care. The women are huddling up on a small group of men. Y'all never address the women. Hey, why are you baby mama number 6? Why are you baby mama number 5? Did he not tell you? Oh yeah, he told me. Then why are you baby mama number 7? Instead of y'all addressing baby mama number 7, yeah. So why won't you wrap up, man? Why won't you start having sex with these women? You already have 5 kids. You already have 6, 7 kids. But what about the women? He's one man. The women already know he has 5 kids from 4 different women. The women already know he has 6, 7 kids from 5, 6 different women. They know that. She's number 7. She knows she's number 7. That has to be what you're talking about, bro. But y'all don't want to say nothing about the ladies, huh? Yeah. As I said, it's easy to say something to black men. That's the easy part. The state allows it. Black community allows it. They encourage it, actually. Enthusiastically. Huh? Say that. Party says she number 7 and has 2 master's degrees. She baby mama number 7 got 2 master's degrees, but we looking at the man like he's the well, wrap up. Stop getting these women pregnant. But she knew that I had 4 baby mamas and I had 6 kids. She knew I had 5 baby mamas, 6 baby mamas, and 5 and 6. She knew that. She still came over here to do the do. Yeah. About that. Continuing.
What you gonna do to somebody if they ever did something to your daughter, or they ever did something to your sister? Nigga, if you don't get out my face with that, you understand what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all this, and understand something. I'll wrap up on this because, like I said, I ain't want this to go too long. It's already gone 2 minutes longer than what I wanted to. But I'll wrap up on this point, man. Maybe it's because I grew up, you feel me, with a single mom who did everything that I grew up and that I was told, that I was taught by the church, that I was taught by family, that I was taught by my own mother. All the things that a man is supposed to do, I saw my mom do that. And I sat there and I watched my mom do the job of a mother and a father. And this isn't to say that my father wasn't in my life, but you feel me, I talked about this in the past, you know, he kind of, you know, was in and out depending on, you know, how hot the kitchen got, if you understand what I'm saying. But I saw my mom play the role of mom and dad, you feel me, of husband and wife in her house. And here come, you feel me, these dusty, shiftless niggas telling her that her problem is that she don't know how to submit.
And there we go. Little Bill and FD got the same story. FD literally said his mom, who's highly educated, went through the same thing. And I would argue that's what fuels y'all and animates y'all when it comes to the way y'all speak to black men. Huh? When the way y'all speak to black men. Lil Bill, you don't got to worry about that too much. You want to know why? Because an increasing amount of young black men aren't dealing with black women at all. So you don't got to worry about them lecturing black young women on what they got to do. They're not dealing with black women at all. Ain't no conversation. And black women are saying it. These black men, they're walking by me and they don't even say hello. They got a blank stare on their face. They don't even acknowledge me. Black women are saying it. Uh-oh. They with their white women, they act like they don't even see you. Yeah, what happened? Brother, you don't even got to worry about that anymore. An increasing amount of black men are not even engaging with black women. Forget just intimately and romantically. They're not engaging with black women at all. Shout out to those mixers, speed dating events, and matchmaking events. Huh? So whatever happened with your mother and black men of yesteryear, you don't got to worry about that too much anymore. Huh? You don't have to worry about that too much anymore. Mr. Z's talking on these interwebs. Most young black men are not doing too much talking. They just dating out. They playing video games. They're doing their hobbies. They're Jergens lotion, pun intended, and corn tube. Huh? They're working on their craft. There we go. Now we got to it, huh? So you tie in what your mother's experience was and how you watched her go through that. Fine, granted, I believe you. You're tying that to what Dochi said. Straight man, that's the red flag. And black men should try to understand. How about if black men say no? It don't got to be most. It don't have to be all. Let's say a critical mass of black men say no. We don't have to understand. And now what? And the question really is, Lil Bill, FD signifier, consciously, foreign man in a foreign land. The question really is, now what? If a critical mass of black men say no, and by action they are saying no, I just want to make sure that you understand that young millennial and Gen Z black men. a sizable minority of them said, no, we don't actually have to consider what the hell you're saying. You know what? You could say that while reading my Nikes. What happens when a critical mass of black men say, yeah, go ahead and talk, but you talking to my back. I'm walking out the door. Now what? Huh? And Better You says, what did Doshi say? She was on an interview, the Hot Ones interview, the wings when they eat the spicy wings and whatever. And the interviewer asked her, what's your red flag? Talking about relationships. And she said, straight men. And so it's been a big uproar about it for the past few days. And everybody's trying to say, well, you have to understand. And, she's bisexual. So she's speaking, and she dates bi dudes. And you have to understand. And black men should understand. And stop centering yourself and decenter yourselves. And so Lil Bill is over here speaking about it, and there you go. And Mr. Z is responding to Lil Bill. Mr. Z ain't even gonna lie. It's definitely a reaction to Lil Bill. Huh? Huh. Ooh. Ooh, and Vegas says, my 19-year-old nephew literally told me that the only black women him and his friends talk to at this point are the ones in their family. Is Saint Cyr in here somewhere? Saint Cyr told you he don't even see black women like that. He hasn't dated a black woman, I think, whatever. Ah. As I said, let me continue to say it. Everything you're saying, Lil Bill, none of it mean anything if y'all can't get somebody to pay for black women, subsidize black women, do for black women. If y'all can't get someone, and it's probably going to be a black man, if y'all can't get these young niggas to do for black, and I'm not saying YNs, I hate that term. If y'all can't get these young niggas to do for black women, everything y'all are saying is a waste. Huh? Rhetorical exercise. That's what y'all engaging in. Yawn. Revelot says, I never dated a black woman. Ishmael says ditto, so he never. See? Ah. None of that means anything. See? And Saint Cyr says 35 and under millennials move way different than 35 and older millennials. Decades of bow to the almighty queen, goddess, earth mother, goddess, black woman. Huh? Decenter black men, while we lie to them and everybody says, we center black men too much. Decades of that is how you get here. Huh? Ah, continuing.
And that's why she can't keep a man. These is niggas that can't even be bothered to get up off the couch and go down to the Social Security office and go get their EBT card. You understand what I'm saying? But you later for filling out a job application.
Woo! Let that misandry fly, bro. Let that misandry fly. Let that flag fly. I love it. Now we get to it. Oh, we get to it. Let that misandry flag fly. Huh? Now this is why Mr. Z says let them talk. Let that black misandry flag fly. Oh, you gotta love it. Now we on the lazy bum ass niggas part of the conversation. The loser niggas part of the conversation. Thank you, Ishmael. In dust I trust. Hey, we in the dusty niggas part of the conversation. Oh, let that flag fly. Huh? Now y'all see why Mr. Z been in a war with these weirdo brothers and these weirdo sisters. Y'all see why? When you let them talk long enough, some childhood trauma crap is gonna come up. That's black women and black men who are overly critical of black men. You let them talk long enough. You let the women talk long enough, and it's the jock wasn't checking for me in high school and in middle school, and the cute light skin girl got all the attention, and the white girl got all the attention. You let them talk long enough, and they're gonna eventually end up there. You let the brothers talk long enough, and the way they treated my mom, and what? Huh? FD just told y'all that, what, a week or two ago? Here go Lil Bill, same type of story. Alexa, play Boys to Men, Mama Please in the background. Lil Bill, you don't got to worry about the next generation of your mom. Because niggas ain't fucking with them anyway. Ooh, goddamn. Not enough anyway. Ah. Yep. Continuing. I'm glad we're here. The dusty niggas part of the conversation. Huh? Ah.
But you later for filling out a job application, you can't even file for unemployment. But you want to sit there and you want to talk about, a woman need to submit to you just because you got something swinging between your legs. And nigga,
Lil Bill, black men earn more than black women, bro. Black men have more wealth than black women. Single childless black women have the least amount of wealth in America. Your misandry here sound nice. It sounds empowering to black women. Good. You just threw some red meat on the table for the LGBT and queer, black folks and black women. That sound nice. Black men still earn more than black women. Black men have more wealth than black women. You do appreciate this, right? It's not just big dick and swag. Boy, look, man, all of this sounds the same eventually. This nigga sounded like goddamn Crystal and Kerosene. Continuing.
Go twist your testes and kick rock somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe it's because of that. But I'm gonna tell y'all, one of the sexiest trait that you can have for a woman, the sexiest trait you can have is empathy for her experience. I'm trying to tell you.
The sexiest trait you can have for women is power, nigga. It's money and power. Where the fuck are y'all getting this weirdo shit from? Put the empathy. Two men, exactly the same looks, exactly the same stat. Well, actually, not the same stats. Same look, same everything. Put the nigga with the money and the power in the room and put the nigga with the empathy and see where the women go. And that's leftist progressive women too. Black ones. The sexiest trait you could have for a woman is empathy. Fucking drugs are y'all on? Nigga, it's power. Diddy showed that. Ooh, goddamn. Jay-Z said it and showed it. Huh? How many children does DMX have? Ooh, goddamn. Huh? Elon Musk is a whole goddamn cartoon villain. Kid number 13. Huh? Elon Musk is a whole cartoon villain. Donald Trump is a goddamn practically 80-year-old, 12-year-old brat. And he could have just about any woman he wants before he was president. Definitely now. Fuck are you talking about? Do I need to play the clip again for you with the white woman researcher who told you, essentially, paraphrasing, the women are invested in patriarchy. In white patriarchy. That's all women. Not just white women. That's black, Latina, Asian, indigenous. Huh? Fuck are you talking about? Empathy. Power. What are you talking about? Y'all be in y'all bubbles way too much. Empathy. Wait, the empathetic niggas in the hood, that's the ones getting all the pussy, huh? The empathetic white dudes, that's the ones getting all the pussy. Not the tall, good-looking, rich white dudes with the money and the power. Huh? Jeff Bezos will ever pull the Latina off of empathy, huh? Not because at one point he was the richest man in the world. That don't got nothing to do with it. Huh? Bill Gates was able to get his wife to be okay with him having a whole side chick who's married, and they go off once a week, excuse me, once a year for a week to some beach resort, to some beach house. To get it in, he was able to get his wife to sign up for that because of empathy, huh? Yeah, that's it. Empathy. Yeah. All the chicks in the hood who are nurses and teachers are giving the empathetic nigga pussy, not the local D-boy who got some hood fame. Huh? Fuck are you talking about? The what's his name? The sperminated the white dude. But I think he's a math PhD that got all these goddamn black women pregnant. They was giving the pussy up to him because he's empathetic, right? Not because he's a white dude that was offering his services to these women. Empathy. Empathy. Talking about Eazy-E, check the links in my description. Easy was getting all the pussy in the world because he was empathetic, right? Dre was getting all the pussy in the world because he was empathetic, right? Yeah, about that. It's empathy. It's not power or fame or money or status or anything like that. Future has how many kids because he's empathetic, right? Huh? At one point, Wayne could have eeny, meeny, miny, mo any goddamn black woman just about anywhere in America. Really, just about any black woman in the diaspora. And that's because he was empathetic, right? NBA Youngboy, another one. Huh? Vaughn, before he passed away, was another one. Fredo out of Chicago was another one. It's because they were empathetic, right? Yeah, that's it. Dirk is another one. It's because he's empathetic, right? Huh? Yeah, that's it. Country Wayne, another one. It's not because he's funny. It's because he's empathetic. Okay, yeah, that's it. Shorty Low had the baby mama staying in the goddamn same house. But it's not because he was a D-boy, a well-known smacker, as we say down here. That don't have nothing to do with it. Keith was 17 piping 42-year-olds. Because he was empathetic, huh? Yeah, that's it. Mel Gibson, another one with a zillion kids. Huh? Yeah, that's it. Continuing.
Because I don't have game like that. You understand? I'm awkward. You feel me? When I was in college, I was a wallflower.
No,
I
you
was always
think?
quiet, and you know, a lot of girls will think I'm trying to be mysterious, trying to be, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna lie, that's part of what makes some guys attractive. Is I want to see what's going on under the hood. You know, I want to see, you know, what type of time, because you know he's not, you know, he's the only one around here. You feel me? Who's not, you know, looking at, you know, the whale tail that's poking up out of my apple bottoms. You understand? He's the only one. You understand? That's not, you know, staring at my nipples. You feel me? My bare nipples poking out this sheer top with no bra on. You understand what I'm saying? He's the only one that you know. I want to see what type of time he on. And then they would get to talking to me, and then they would get to know me and realize, oh, so he really does think about me as a human being. He really does care about, you know, my condition. You feel me? Let me.
you listen to way too many progressive weirdo women, bro. Do I need to play the Anne Marie Slaughter clip? I don't have the time. Mr. Z got things to do. Look, man, I don't know what the bro. That is way too many movies, way too many liberal women, bro. Cut it out. Cut it out. Huh? Oh my God. I gotta hurry up because I gotta read y'all super chats. Continue.
Let me go ahead and take these panties off, you feel me, real quick, and show him how much I care about him. You understand? You know, let me go ahead, you feel me, and tie these braids in a ponytail real quick so I can show him how much I care. You feel me? That's been my experience. You understand? So I'm trying to tell y'all, part of the reason why some of y'all's dicks stay drier than the Sahara is because y'all don't know how to decenter yourselves. And the minute that a woman starts,
and there we go. Nigga, black men said, fine then, black women, you could center yourselves together. Huh? Black young men said, don't worry about that, black women. We got places to go and people to be with. Y'all could do your whole Golden Girls thing. Don't threaten y'all. Wait, let me get this right. The problem is that black men don't know how to decenter themselves, and that's why they're not getting no vagina. Is that why black women are going to these mixers, speed dating events, matchmaking events, and ain't no men in sight? Is that why? Huh? Continuing.
apologetically. That's the thing is y'all want women to apologize. Y'all want women to feel comfortable with, y'all want women to make y'all comfortable with their experience. And that's not how that works. You understand what I'm saying? As soon as a woman starts to speak in a way that's unapologetic and that's raw and that's unfiltered, now y'all feel some type of way. You personally feel attacked by it. And
why can't y'all let black women be their authentic self? Their authentic self is antagonistic and mean and rude and disrespectful and condescending to black men. What's the problem with that? What's the problem with telling black men to bow down? The second a black woman's raw and real and unfiltered, y'all have an issue. Why can't black men just bow down to black women? Don't worry. Black women could be as raw as they want to be with other black women. Uh-oh. They could be as raw as they want to be with them white dudes, and we know they being raw with them white dudes. Huh? We know they being raw with them white guys. The white guys are letting us know. Y'all lucky Mr. Z don't have it up right now. Huh? Yeah. You can't shame black men to do for black women, bro. Those days are over and done with. Ove. Nice try, though. Nice try. Y'all trying to use Doechii as a cover to push y'all save black women because they're about to be starving. And young black men, yeah, young black men, they not going with it. They're not for it. Huh? They're not signing up for this. Young black men got something to say about that. Huh? They're not signing up for it. Nice try. Continuing.
By it. And the reason why is because you have not learned how to decenter yourself from somebody else's experience. And that is a direct result of the way that we understand, you feel me, black masculinity within community. You understand? So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Is y'all got to learn how to decenter yourselves from these conversations. And y'all got.
What is black masculinity in community? Is it being the killer drone for black women? The worker bee for black women? The community eunuch for black women? Is that what black masculinity looks like in community? Huh? Boy, y'all trying to push a whole lot through this Doechii conversation. Boy, y'all stretch Armstrong with this, the reaching. No? What does black masculinity look like in community, but a community eunuch? Y'all could take this hyena clan and throw it in the incinerator because an increasing amount of young black men said, nah, you know what? Yeah, I'm good off of that. Huh? Sounds nice. Continuing.
These conversations. And y'all got to learn how to empathize with folk whose experience does not match up one-to-one with y'all's. You dig? And maybe, who knows? Maybe you might get the nut in something besides your own hand for once. Something besides, you feel me, a tissue paper or something. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, there you have it. Empathy is the quickest route into some booty butt cheeks. If that's what it takes for y'all, that's what it is. Learn how to decenter yourself.
Empathy is the quickest route to some booty butt cheeks, not money, not power, not status. Empathy. Yeah, that's it. Not pulling up to the event with the latest it car. Not pulling up to the event with the Lambo truck or the Bentley Bentayga or the Rolls Royce Cullinan, right? Whether it's rented or not, it don't matter. If she thinks you got it like that, she going. Huh? And for the earthy African sisters, not knowing a couple of quotes from Audre Lorde or something, and having a nice chiseled chin, and some beautiful locks. No, that ain't the quickest way to the vagina. Nope. The quickest way to the vagina is empathy. Yeah, that's it. Not winning the genetic lottery and being 6'5" and with a chiseled chin. No, that's not the quickest way to the vagina. Nope. Being empathetic. Yeah, that's it. Not being funny. Not being charismatic. No, empathy is the quickest way to the vagina. Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Into some dicking. Deuces.
And so there we go, y'all. There we go. Mr. Z got run jet, so we're going to go through it. And Vince's swear jar tax. Thank you for the super chat, brothers. Thank you for the super chat. And I was cursing up a storm. I started off slow, but I couldn't help it. And thank you for that. L says, foul mouth fun. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Michael Ross, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the super sticker. Guy Incognito says, and thank you for the super chat. Black male privilege equal some of us fighting being seen as ghetto and getting results. We don't celebrate a male version of Meg Thee Stallion. Right? Black male privilege. Right? Meg Thee Stallion over here hemming up her ex-boyfriend before she got famous. We know she violent and she admitted it. She lied to Gayle King to her face about giving up the box to Tory Lanez. We knew she was giving up the box to Tory Lanez. She's a drunkard. Allegedly. Huh? It was probably the homegirl that shot her in the foot. Allegedly. Huh? Yikes. Eric Deadman says, and thank you for the super chat. Just look at all the black women mayors' corruptions. Hey, power corrupts, absolute power corrupts, absolutely. But we're not supposed to talk about black women and their corruption, unless, of course, they're on the right side of the political spectrum. The Kim Klasiks, the Candace Owens, what's homegirl named Mia Love in them? Yeah, you could talk about them if they get caught up. But black women that claim any type of, not even left, Democrat, you're not supposed to mention how they getting on. This is where Fannie Willis comes in. Huh? We don't talk about their corruption. We don't speak about how power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely when it comes to black women. Huh? Because intersectionality and standpoint theory tells us that black women, because how oppressed they've been and how so put upon they've been, they just view the world differently. So when they're in positions of power, they don't exercise power the same way. And black children and black men are looking from the sidelines like, says who? Huh? Yikes. If black women did have a moral compass, that got torched by the 1970s. They didn't even take it until 1970. If they were morally superior to everyone, definitely by 1980, it was gone. It was gone. They had to shuck and jive it for white folks, but for black men and black children, oh, we met the Ayatollah black women by before 1980, to be honest with you. Somebody tells me he's lying. Y'all been lying to white women this whole time. Y'all and white women got some weirdo thing going on where y'all pretend to be moral and white women get to sneak what they try to do through the super moral black women, and then they run out the back door with all the gains and leave y'all with crumbs, if even. Huh? Wow. So Eric, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Chef Butter Biscuit says, excuse me. Looking back at my time in grade school, looking at the disparity of literacy between black boys and everyone else, yeah, we're centered like a motherfucker, right? Bro, we know what it is. We all know what it is. They just want us to shut up and get back to work. We all know. The black women are talking. They're letting you know what they think. And the black community pretends like black women are not on this.
That's when men used to protect, provide, and shut up.
Huh? And there's a couple of clips of black women that's floating around where they're somewhat saying something along that. Yeah, black men are centered like hell, right? That's why their reading levels are so low. Huh? They're super centered, right? Yeah, that's it. That's why a black woman's more likely to delete an unborn black male than an unborn black female, right? Because black men are so centered. Black men are so centered that even when a black male president tried to say, you know, we gonna do things for minority boys, black women were calling and ringing the White House off the hook. What happened to black girls? Why are you saying black girls? What about us? Yeah, because black men are so centered. Black males are so centered. Black boys are so centered, right? Yeah, that's it. Huh? Yeah. And thank you for the super chat, Chef Butter Biscuits. And Ben says, boy, what in the hell is the matter with you? I think we're directing that to Mr. Little Bill over here, bro. Man. And I know the clip that you're referencing, right? I know the clip that you're referencing. I need to find that meme also. Hey, this is Ask Better You. He's in the comments. This is what leftist conversation looks like. And by the way, Lil Bill isn't the worst. As I said earlier, he's not even the worst. He's not even the most antagonistic. No wonder he mentioned Very Smart Brothers in the beginning. It was like, I'm not trying to do the Very Smart Brothers thing. And then he engaged in the same thing. Because he thinks he's better. He thinks he's less antagonistic. He doesn't think that he sounds as misandrous as they do. Huh? And Ben, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. And Detroit says, them dudes in Little Bill comment section are weirdos. Then talking morality when they switched up for up their genders. Oh man, I see why they're cooked, brother. It's bad. It's truly, truly bad. I glanced and read through some of the comments in his comment section. Look, as I said before, everybody could do the virtue signaling for black women all they want. If y'all are not marrying or subsidizing or paying for black women, especially with Elon Musk and Donald Trump setting a precedent about a super slim down government in society, and as I put in my I put a video linking what the article. Well, it was referencing the article that I put up with the 10% of consumerism. Excuse me, I'm saying that wrong. 50% of the consumerism happening in America is done by the top 10% of Americans, and we know largely that doesn't include black people. In that America, if you can't get black men to do for black women financially, mainly, and just be there for black women, y'all are wasting your fucking breath. So everything y'all engaging in, all the comment section for Lil Bill and FD, they could call us over here to weirdos all they want, sexist, misandrous all they want, he-man, woman haters all they want. None of that shit means anything if you can't get black men to do for black women, specifically financially. Y'all are wasting y'all breath. Nice time. Mr. Z is engaging in this because this is what Mr. Z do. Apparently, Mr. Z got a problem. But most black women, excuse me, most black men are going to be quiet, and they're just going to pop up at the family event holding the Latina's hand or the white girl's hand, or they just won't go to the family event. And now what? They won't go to the mixer. They won't go to the matchmaking event. They won't go to the speed dating event. Now what? Huh? Lil Bill, you mentioned Stephen A. Smith. They're gonna pop up at the NAACP event holding two hands of white women, holding a white woman's hand. Uh-oh, now what? Huh? And thank you for the super chat, Detroit. Thank you for the super chat. And the big old 200. As a matter of fact, I should leave that for later. As a matter of fact, let's leave that for later. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. We're going to keep on going and we're going to come back around to that. And Inspired Truth says, ever notice that the term ninja is pretty much, nigga, is pretty much just applied to us. And when the women use it, it's hard R context while gaslighting. Then the Panda Bears, shout out to AB Media, the Panda Bears try to make it sound relatable. At the end of the day, you're right, and we actually made mention of this. Was it a couple of panel discussions ago? I want to say Black Uru made mention of this too. Yeah, so we made mention of this. Yes, the way the black community uses the N word, particularly concerning black men. No, it was Dr. Thunder. Shout out to Dr. Thunder. Yeah, nigga is reserved for black men. Fine. Okay, cool. We'll be that. Shout out to Redman. I'll be that, right? Cool. And there's a certain level of aggression when people, black people, men and women, say it to black men. Okay, cool. Black women are niggas. All right, cool. Right? And y'all want to be insulting to black men? All right, cool. None of this means anything. I'm going to keep on emphasizing this stream. If y'all can't get black women paid for, I really want to say it the way Black Uru said it. But if y'all can't get black women paid for, subsidized by anyone, another black woman, a white man, a Latino, an Asian, but we already know for the most part it's going to be a black man. If y'all can't get that done, nothing matters. Everything y'all are doing is a waste. Oh, black women's feelings. Fuck their feelings if they can't eat. Huh? It's that simple. And continuing, thank you for the super chat. Oh, and Inspired Truth also says, keep that term advocacy plus abdication equal abvocation, right? I'm gonna have to. I might do a stream with this. We gonna see Inspired Truth. Let's see. And thank you for the super chat. We'll see. I actually want to get into what you're saying right now. I think I have a stream that could tie into what you're saying right now. An idea of with a concept of a plan. I have concepts of a plan that could tie into what you're saying, right? And thank you for the super chat. And Better You says your mom. Oh, come on, Better You. Goddamn, I wasn't trying to read that. Goddamn, Better You. Look, they probably gonna send the entire black gynocracy federales at me. And Better You said, you know what, Z, seeing that you there, let's make it worse. And Better You says, and thank you for the super chat, your mama was a bust down, just say that then. Oh, Better You, I wasn't trying to say that. I agree with this Telescope. And Telescope says the ones that are worth covering will be covered. As for the rest, shrugs. Hey, question mark. Shrugs. I hear you. Right. I agree. I wasn't trying to read that. Better You. Ugh. Continuing, Better You says, telling someone to decenter themselves is the most evil thing I've ever heard. Black men aren't centered by anything but white supremacy. And that's, look, these weirdo black women in particular feel so put upon. They want black men to delete themselves, lifting black women up so white men could fight. Like, I used to say that, y'all thought I was joking. They want black men to be Asian men. Lift Asian women over your shoulders so that white men can marry and fuck. Huh? Put your children, work yourself to the bone to put your family in the best environments so that white men could pound down your daughter and then divorce her and then go marry a white woman. Shout out to Bob Johnson. Ooh, goddamn. Ooh, Z. Ooh. Huh? And I will tell black women to do it for themselves or go get it from the white man. We ain't doing it, Lil Bill. We're not doing it, FD. We're not doing it, foreign. We're not doing it consciously. We're not doing it. Lil Bill over here, you going to the unemployment office and y'all too lazy to do that. Black men earn more than black women. Black men have more wealth than black women. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Huh? And Nubarian says, is that what Asian men do? No, but effectively that's what it come out to be. Effectively, that's what it come out to be. If Asian men earn more than everybody else in this society, and yet Asian women, American-born Asian women, marry out at 54%, for the ones that are married, at 54%, mainly to white men, then effectively what I said is what it is. Huh? And black women want what? Black men to engage in that? Fuck no. Go get it from the white man. Huh? And thank you for the super chat. Better you. Thank you for the super chat. And Detroit says we don't have the capacity. I got you. Wait a minute. Right? And shout out to black women because we know what it really is. Y'all trying to get black men to kill themselves, and even for the black women that are not into white men or non-black men, y'all trying to get black men to kill themselves for y'all mean, snarky, rude asses, and Lil Bill out here on a send-off mission trying to get black men in line. Fuck no. And dear black women, this is really how you are, isn't it? As y'all struggle.
So we don't have the capacity.
Huh? That's really what's going on. And thank you for the super chat. Babylon X says, I'm replay gang, so not sure if you addressed this already, but Diddy not even a straight black man. Queer men gotta take that L, not us. Yeah, but I guess I get what people are saying. It was understood that Diddy was a straight man. Now, for those of us anywhere in the know, we've been talking. Mr. Z is in his late 30s. Do y'all appreciate that we've been talking about Diddy being questionable since Mr. Z was in middle school? So any of us that had any glancing understanding of Bad Boys and Diddy, I was a child understanding that Diddy, something ain't right. Something, oh no, something. What did Jamie Foxx say? This juicy mouth nigga. Diddy's juicy mouthing. When did that stand-up come out? When was that stand-up published? Wasn't that the same stand-up where he was talking about Prince in the assless chaps? Y'all don't see what Jamie was saying there? Huh? So, yeah, it was quote-unquote understood. Diddy was understood to be a straight man. So they're going to be like, no, you straight men. That's what they're really saying is Diddy is a representation of what black men are really on. And that's why they're trying to bury black men with Diddy. It's tying, and I'm glad Little Bill did it. He did it right in front of you. It's tying black men to Diddy and then throwing Diddy overboard. so that black men could drive, so that you elevating black women by lowering black men's stock, by tying black men's stock to Bill Cosby and to Diddy. Huh? We went from talking about Doechii with this weirdo stuff to the black women and black men clapping it up for her in her statement. And Lil Bill tied that to his mom and then tied that to Diddy. What? Huh? Ah. Thank you for the super chat, Babylon X. Thank you for the super chat. And Detroit says, I think black women plan is they're trying to become bigger than men. I think bigger than men in general. Trying to equate. I think trying to equate her size than Walmart, Kmart, maybe whole total population. I'm a little lost on that statement, but I'll say this, Detroit. Once again, I want to emphasize this. Nothing anyone is saying. That's even Mr. Z. If y'all can get black women in large enough number paired off with someone who's going to subsidize them and help them float through JD Vance, Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, right? Andreessen, America. If y'all can't get black women to float through that because someone is helping them balance or floating them themselves, if y'all can, then it's everything you're doing is literally a waste if y'all can't get that done. Telescope says Lil Bill Mama's bad results should not be affecting my ears today, Z. Telescope, my apologies for the waterboarding. I guess the earboarding? Huh? Shout out to Better You. He said waterboarding. Huh? Man. And once again, Detroit, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. And KMS, the big old 200, right? And KMS, let me actually say this, if he's still listening. I was in the right mind when Dr. Thunder shouted out Gregory Scotland, and shout out to Gregory Scotland the other day for being one of the funders of keeping the lights on in the Black Manosphere. While he was saying it, I was thinking about you, and I was actually telling myself, oh, you got to mention KMS also, and mention a couple of other brothers that they're rocking with you in your day ones and whatnot, even the ones that don't maybe contribute financially, but you definitely got to shout out KMS. And I was in the right mind to do it. But then right after Dr. Thunder mentioned Gregory Scotland, we went to another part, and I just completely forgot until I re-listened to the stream the other day, and I was like, oh man, I forgot I was supposed to shout out KMS, right? So yeah, my apologies about that, KMS. I was definitely trying to shout you out also for being one of the brothers to keep the lights on. Yeah, right. And there's a couple. Anubis is one of the other brothers, but yeah, there's a couple of y'all. Even for those that don't necessarily contribute financially or don't do it all the time, I understand. I know we live in a real world, y'all, right? So, life is real. Life is real. So, but shout out to all of you for rocking with Z, especially my day ones. I'm always gonna shout y'all out, right? And yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that. KMS, I'm about to call you Anubis. And KMS is. And let's do this. And KMS is, let's say everything he said is right. It never ceases to amaze me how XX institution kicks in after the tennis ball serve, the outside kids, the side pieces, the never being home, etc. You didn't grow. You didn't know Genghis Khan was conning. Look, at the end of the day, KMS, it's what I said. Mr. Z, you gonna tie this and you won't say it again? None of this means anything if they can get someone to subsidize black women, whether she a single baby mama, whether she don't have no kids, whether she's in crippling student loan debt, whether she doesn't have any student loan debt. If they can get a critical mass of black women paired off and subsidized or paid for, everything little Bill just said here, everything that FD is on, everything that it don't matter, the black man or black woman on that side of the ideological spectrum, it doesn't matter what they're talking about. It means nothing if you can't get black women paired up, paid off, and subsidized. Huh? I saw it. And Better You says Doshi posted a picture of her reading a Bell Hooks book the other day. I saw it. I saw it. Right? And that's all it is. I see y'all comments. I see y'all comments. I ain't reading it out loud though. I hear y'all. Huh? I don't think. You know what? Actually, let me read it because I gotta address it. And Nubarian says, "Lil Bill FD signifier are weak cowards." I don't see them as weak or cowardly. What's weak about them is the angle in the way they're going about whatever their project is. To get what black people back coupled up by what? Antagonizing black men? Yeah, that's gonna work. Claiming not to be the new Steve Harvey while engaging in Steve Harveyism. Claiming not to be very smart brothers while engaging in very smart brotherism. What's cowardly about them is the fact that they think, and I don't see them as just sheer cowards. They're not. They think this is gonna work. He said it in the beginning, calling y'all to the carpet. Who the fuck are you to call us to the carpet? Number one. Number two, fine. It's up to black men. Iron sharpens iron, right? It's up to black men to get black men in line. Okay, you know what? Mr. Z agrees. Antagonizing black men in defense of a black woman that antagonized black men is calling black men to the carpet? And this is supposed to work for who exactly? Huh? This is supposed to work for who? For black women? By antagonizing black men to stay the hell away from black women, that's supposed to help black women. How's that been working for decades? Huh? How has that been working for decades? It hasn't been, nor will it. Nor will it. Right? I said institution. Let me read that again. KMS, let me read that. I did not do you a solid. And KMS says, let's say everything he said is right. It never ceases to amaze me how double X X I said double X. Mr. Z is all over the place. It never ceases to amaze me. XX intuition kicks in after. Now the sentence make way more sense. KMS, I did not do you solid earlier. Did not. I'm in a rush. By the way, when y'all see Mr. Z stumble over words, y'all know Mr. Z is regular streams. Mr. Z's got things to do. I got things to do. But I'm moving along. I'm trying to get through, and I'm stumbling over words, phrases, or things that I should know, things that I should be able to read. Y'all get it. Thank y'all for y'all grace. And y'all don't have. Sometimes I listen. I was like, "What the hell did I just say? How did I read that so wrong?" Mr. Z, y'all catch me when I catch it while we're streaming. Y'all have no idea how much Mr. Z beat himself up after the fact. If I listen to the stream, be like, "What?" Clearly, what's his name said this, and this. Mr. Z read it way wrong, or I got it way out of context. Right. So thank y'all for bearing with me. Let's read KMS's super chat again the right way. And Mr. Z says, I said Mr. Z. KMS says, let's say everything he said is right. It never ceases to amaze me how XX intuition kicks in after the serve, the outside kids, the side piece, pieces, the never being home, etc. You didn't know Genghis Khan was conning? No. And they always played plausible deniability. They always play plausible deniability. Black women writ large. That's not exclusive to black women. It's that black community gives them so much passes to play this. That would I give black women. That's definitely not exclusive to black women. We already know what white women are on. Huh? We already know. But go into it. Women get to play plausible deniability and always play victim of men. Women, we will all, I think as a species, we will always give women that one. We will always give women the ability to play victims of men. When all else fails, put on the crocodile tears, and if everything is equal, we'll defer to you first. In the black community, we give black women all type of passes. Doechii said what she said. And Lil Bill and others, y'all have to understand, just take a joke broken. And y'all need to learn how to decenter yourselves. And if it don't apply, let it fly. She said what she said. She said what she meant. We all heard it. We all seen it. We know where she was going. We know she was being antagonistic. And the black community is telling black men, don't believe your lying ears. The black community is telling straight black men, don't believe. It's the way you're interpreting it. And if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Doshi should be able to, and she should be allowed to be antagonistic, mean, rude, and snarky. She should be allowed, especially that she's getting awards and famous now, and she's a dark-skinned black woman. Y'all ain't choosing up on her anyway. Okay, yeah, okay, all right. Yawn. Huh? And Camus, once again, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the big old 200. And Leon says, KMS tax. And thank you for the super chat. He said, KMS tax. Let me borrow 100 like I am the broke friend in church so that I can put the tithes and offerings in Mr. Z's bucket. Okay, that's Leon said, let me hold, son. Y'all in the same state too. Right? Y'all both in tech. Leon paid to say let him hold, son. Whatever, ass backwards, but I get it. How you paying money to say let me borrow money? I hear you. Right? And once again, Leon, thank you for that. That was funny. And look, I'm gonna just ask now. I was gonna try to do it formally. I already hit Shay Sade with the informal proposal. Let me hit y'all with the informal proposal. Better you, AB, Leon. I want to do a stream on the 20v1. Maybe even tonight. I'll try to get with y'all. Maybe tomorrow. Ooh, but tomorrow I want to do the Paul memo, and I'm doing all that. I'm gonna try to wrap up all the materials for that last minute. Or I'm not gonna try to, but that's probably what's gonna happen. So I want to do a coverage of the 20v1. Unmuted, and we're back. So yeah, y'all. So let me get with y'all. Let me try to send an email out. Let's try to plan something and see how time is working with everyone, and let's see if we could do that. Right, Mr. Z is like apparently going to be the king of informal proposals, right? So let's see. And Leon says tonight is good. Y'all know I am a slave tomorrow. I'll be working a 14-hour shift. You know, hey, Mr. Z. Anyway, we ain't gonna implicate Z self. But yeah, y'all already know how it go. So let's do this. We'll pause right here because Z got places to go and things to do, and y'all already know reckless streams. Once again, KMS, we're gonna end out with your super chat being highlighted because big on 200. Thank y'all. Shout out to y'all. Lil Bill, no brother, no. This ain't it. I see what y'all doing. Nice try. Black men through action, young black men through action say, fuck what Doshi talking about. We don't gotta understand. You know what? Read our Nikes. Look at that interracial marriage rate. Look at that birth rate in the black community. Look at the church attendance. Black men are completely becoming despondent. They're dropping out. They don't care what y'all talking about because y'all just too antagonistic. And y'all always try to give the women some. Look, you gotta understand. Black men said no through action. Black men are saying no. Now what? Right? So, and Saint Cyr says, Destro dropped a new vid about Passport Bros. Well, thank you for that. And shout out to Destro. And so we'll pause right here. Listen, you got things to do. Y'all already know reckless streams. And love pizza chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content. The Roger Report is probably streaming right now, so y'all check him out. I don't know if Dr. Thunder is still streaming. He probably is. So y'all check him out. And Mr. Z is out. We got things to do and places to go. All right, y'all. Z out. What happened to goddamn chemistry? Super chat. Wait a minute. I said I was gonna end out with this highlighted. Mr. Z probably clicks on. Yeah, I did. So yeah, the Saint Cyr thing. So we'll end out with that. And Mr. Z out. All right, y'all.